I believe it actually has a very big spiritual significance. You know, the prophet Zechariah says in Zechariah 14 verse 16, he says, "Behold, the days are coming when the remnant of the people will come to Jerusalem to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles." Speaking about Gentile nations coming to Jerusalem. And it was exactly 40 years ago, around this time, when a Canadian couple read this passage and they felt God was speaking to them. And they said, well, let's invite the nations to Jerusalem to celebrate. And in 1979, the first Feast of Tabernacles was celebrated. In 1980, it was the second feast. The Christian embassy was established. And I must say, you know, the Feast of Tabernacles every single year, I am surprised, and I come to the recognition the more I'm leading the Christian embassy that this is indeed not a man-made move, but it's a move of God. Everybody who's organizing a conference, especially an international, know how difficult it is to bring people to travel thousands of miles and invest thousands of dollars to travel to a place just for a conference. We have the Feast of Tabernacles here in Jerusalem since almost 40 years now. Our fundraising and PR machinery is not very good. Sometimes people say you have to do better in advertisement. And every year I'm sitting there and I wonder where in the world are those people coming from? And sometimes the stories are amazing. A few years ago, a pastor from Thailand came to me, says, I woke up in the night and God spoke to me, you need to go to the Feast of Tabernacles to Jerusalem. People which we never met in China, God spoke to them in a night vision, you have to come to Jerusalem to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles. That means God is mobilizing people around the world for that one purpose, to come to Jerusalem to do that. And I believe it's significant in many ways. Number one, it's a prophetic testimony of the time which we are in. In a way, by you coming to the feast, your life becomes a prophetic message about the times and season which we are living in. It's a testimony to the Jewish people. One of the chief rabbis of Israel, when he was at the first Feast of Tabernacles celebration, now almost 40 years ago, he was coming here and he was leaving the Feast of Tabernacles, and he says, by you being here, I hear the footsteps of our Messiah. I know that our Messiah is coming back very soon. So we are a testimony to Israel. And also, I just come back from Taiwan. I heard so many testimonies from pastors. They say, when I came to the feast, God started to give me strategies about my church. One church today, they have more than 3,000 members in Thailand. He says, I got the strategy of church growth in Jerusalem, and the Lord spoke to me what I need to do. I heard the very same story from many pastors. They say, when we come to Jerusalem, it's a place, they say, I can't explain you why, but God speaks to us in a very unique way. And I do believe that what is happening, that God is re-establishing Jerusalem and Zion as a place where the nations come to. God speaks to you from Zion, and you go back and you take that blessing back. And with this, I do want to invite every Romanian believer. You don't want to miss the Feast of Tabernacles. This year will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. We celebrate 70 years of the State of Israel. It will be a Jubilee celebration that will not come back very soon. So please join us, join Tudor and his group, and come to the Feast of Tabernacles, and I know God will bless you as you do that.